So we've talked about so many different benefits in so many different ways, from revenue, sales, right, on down. You started out by talking about your experience in CX, in customer experience, and in the physical world, like at events. And now CX is one of the most important differentiators in any business. In fact, McKinsey did a big study of 400 different B2C and B2B companies that were highly profitable. And one of their biggest conclusions was the biggest differentiator in all those companies was CX.
Completely.
How does
Completely.
what you do impact CX?
I'll say a small story before that. That's something that I remember while you were talking about this. And one of the greatest founders and CEOs, I believe, today is one of the founders of Airbnb, Brian Chesky. And one of the things he says is that when you build products only thinking about A/B testing, you stop building with empathy. And I think that customer experience is directly connected to listening to your customers and using empathy to decipher, not doing what they say, but deciphering what they need. And I think that's also a job that is very, very hard to do and requires a lot of focus and knowing your customers. I don't believe you should just take what they say and do it. I
Yeah.
think we should understand what is happening and then decide what we do. But just reminding me when you were talking about that CX experience as a differentiator. So I think it really connects to that. In the end of the day, when someone contacts a company, they don't care that they are contacting support. They are contacting the company.
Yeah.
They don't see, I'm now talking to this person, so then that person is a different. No, it's a company.
Right.
When I contact Airbnb because I need help going to a new destination, I'm talking with the company itself. That first layer of contact is the company, is the face of the company. What I'm building is it impacts in this CX experience and metrics and everything that the customer gets. But if we are building better products for someone,
Right.
and if we understand who that someone is, whether it's a B2B with different type of companies or whether it's a B2C with large number of individual customers, when we understand what that end customer needs and why they need it, we can better build products that not only will make them happier, but will hopefully deliver a better experience, will deliver better information that they need to use the product. So it can also impact knowledge-based articles. It can impact in the way that they want to communicate with the company. It's not just feedback about the actual product, it's about the service as a whole. And if we are able to decipher the most important information right now and give this right information with real quantities, which is what we do through Dolphin, to quantify this feedback to someone, there is no reason why that someone shouldn't execute on that, because there is not just gut feeling, which connects to storytelling and empathy, but actual data-driven decisions that we all know that impacts in the experience of the user on that CX. So that's how I see it. It's a little bit like a flywheel where it's a loop that should never end. The customer uses the product,
Yeah.
will share with us what works or doesn't work. We will take the data and make our decisions, and it will happen again. So that's the way I see it.